Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Meat Hunters. Today we are in New Zealand, which is in fact my home country. We start off by taking a short drive up the east coast of the lower North Island to an absolute gem of a spot called Akatio, and we'll be hunting with my good mates Tim and Frex from Glenora Hunting Adventures. Today we managed to take two beautiful red stags. One, however, comes with a little drama.
I found a deer.
The other goes down without a hitch. I think we just smoked a monster. However, there is a little catch. Hey Tim, mate, sorry to ring you so late. Listen, we just watched the video footage back, and Dad pointed out actually that it looks like we might have shot two deer.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
The first morning had us starting nice and early. We wanted to make sure that by the time we got up to the top of the ridge, the sun had only just come up. So far, so good. The plan was to drop down and sidle along the side of the valley and hope that we would come across some animals out feeding. And as it would have it, it didn't take long for us to get onto our first group. I managed to sneak down without getting detected, as the wind was perfect. However, Murphy had other ideas, and that bush that you can see always blocked them. Till, eventually, they just wandered off down the other side of the ridge, and we never saw them again. But with such a great start to the morning, and the wind holding in our faces, things were looking up. There were animals moving all over the place, and it would just so happen that we managed to find a beautiful, majestic stag. I will leave you with this. What a moment. We watched him for a few minutes and made up a plan. The problem here is it's actually getting a bit late in the morning, and soon they head back to their bedding for the day. So we made a beeline for him and headed up the ridgeline, in the hope that he was still there, and even more so that we would be able to get a shot. Oh, no. Man. That really didn't go to plan. As I fired, he took a step forward and I hit him in the back. So, we've got some trouble. Well, I don't get it. Blood trail just ran out. It's like absolutely hammering out, you know. I think maybe it's been pausing though, to be honest. It's got bubbles, everything in it. It's bleeding both sides. It's like a bit of a river, you know. So you know, here you can see it's definitely bleeding both sides of the animal. Look, it's got bubbles and stuff in it. Bubbles in it there too. Comes down here. You know, it's all down here. See, I think he's been standing here again. Actually, he doesn't have the biggest footprints, mate. I've been looking, because I've been trying to follow footprints. Yeah, blood there. And that kind of peters out a bit. It's there too. And there was a little bit on some grass there, but I've accidentally stepped on that, but at least the stick's there. And then this here's the last blood we can find. And it just completely stops. I want to go back up into cell phone reception and see if I can Google blood dogs or something in the Wairarapa and see if we can get a tracker out here for it, because, you know, I mean, the big problem is we've been searching through here too. 3 guys, myself, Dad and Tim, trying to find where this thing's gone, and it just seems so weird. I think each one of those puddles is where the animal stopped, you know. So we need to find, I guess, where he stopped again after that. It's probably just run and bedded down somewhere. Oh, I feel sick to my tummy. Just like, yeah, you guys would have seen the footage by now, but just as pulling through, he took another step to feed, and you know, it wouldn't have mattered if it was 20 meters or something. If that happens, you're going to be back in the body. It's just a bit like bad timing, you know. You're so focused on pulling through smoothly. Oh well, let's see what happens. We looked all afternoon and came up with absolutely no results as to where that deer had gone. I couldn't get a blood dog in because there were none in the area. We even went right down into the bottom of the valleys and checked all the waterways. I hunted at Glenora for another 2 days, sick to my stomach the whole time. The anxiety that was building up inside me was just eating me up, and I had to come back. I didn't want to give up just yet. Hey everyone, it's Sunday morning. It's 8:25. I left at 5 AM this morning. Come back up to Glenora to try and find that beautiful stag again. It's been 4 days since it's shot. Gonna go through there and, you know, see if maybe it's smelling a little bit now or something like that. I still think that blood was like liver and this is the part I'm really not sure about, is I think it might have just nicked the back of a lung too, because there's bubbles in it, you know. But I mean, honestly, we're going to be, you know, if it's not smelling, it's still going to be a needle in a haystack. The whole hillside, it could be like I could walk 10 yards past it in some spots. It's jumped into the thick bushes like that. Just never going to see it unless I can, like I say, maybe hear the blowflies or smell it or something. So yeah, I'm pretty gutted, but don't want to quit, and it's really important to me that, you know, I try and find this animal. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people that are probably critiquing this a lot, and, you know, fair play, I'd be doing the same too, but I just hope that, you know, critique or not, you guys realize that I don't try and do dumb stuff like that, I suppose, and you know, the animal was really relaxed, and you know, we'd watched it for a bit, and it was just moving along really slowly, and just super bad luck. Super bad luck indeed, but little did I know I was about to get super lucky. So we just had a good breakfast, and Tim and stuff are going to do some cleaning of the place, basically just catch up. You know, they've been non-stop hunting for ages, so I just got dropped up a track here, and I'm going to go for a stalk down through this tight valley. There's quite a few stags roaring. Of course, they've stopped now. The camera started, but down the valley there. So I'm just going to quietly work my way through. Hopefully, I can find one. But the main reason I'm going down here today, and it's you never know, but like I really want to find the buck that was shot, or the stag that was shot the other day, and this is why I've asked to get dropped here. Basically, is I'm going to go down through all this stuff. It's pretty tight. We didn't look through here the other day, and we'll just see how we go. There we go. Fellow go for it now. That's cool. But yeah, so I don't really like our chances, but hey, if you don't try, then you're definitely not going to succeed. So yeah, should be exciting. Hopefully we get some close-up action of some stags and stuff too. Sweet.
Seeing as I'm by myself, I decide to practice my roaring and see if I can get anything to come in. And to my surprise, it worked. But the wind was swirling bad, and unfortunately he picked it up and was gone. But I kept practicing. And not only did I get replies, but those replies led me to this.
I found a deer. Oh my god. I think I'm dreaming. Oh, it was a really bad shot. I'm so sorry, dear. Oh boy.
So had he not stepped that one leg pace forward, it would have been, it might have been just looking at it, might have been a touch high. Let's go. I mean, like, I'm always honest about stuff, right? So look here, and you know how big a pace is, probably would have been a little bit high. The amount of I don't know, I'm sure everyone's like this, but the amount of anxiety and how sick I was. And I found him, because look at those beautiful tops on him. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, can I get him? Oh. Look at those beautiful tops. Oh, I have to take his head off now. The meat's ruined, unfortunately, but look at, he got a little crab claw on him. He was so majestic, and I found him. I found him. A shame I don't have the main camera here. Oh, frick. Yes! Yes! A needle in a haystack. It's just such a weird thing. As I was so many stags roaring in here, and I was just following the roars. And look at this. Insane. I can't even believe that. Yes! He's a stunner. Tim's going to be super happy too. Especially when I walk out down the track with this thing on my back. I'm still like, actually like, has anyone been like that, like lightheaded? I can't quite believe that I'm looking at it, you know? Holy smokes. Alright, anyway, I got some stuff to do. Holy smokes.
Now, I thought I'd set Tim up here. I told him that I'd shot another deer and that I needed him to come up and help me drag it out.
Oh, I sure did. Bloody, there was so many up there. Yeah, sure is. I'm just up in here, if that helps. Hey, didn't shoot an animal.
Is that it?
That's it, mate.
Yeah!
I just about cried, bro.
What the
Yeah. I took photos of it. The arrow went straight through, and I've only got half of it. The other half's in the bush somewhere, sadly.
How the did you find that?
Mate, you know, it's just one of those weird things. I was following stags and stuff.
Alright, let's have a look what actually happened. This trail here is the one we walked down for our final approach. There is where the stag is, and here is where the shot location was. After the shot, the deer did a big U and ran back down into the valley, and here is where we found the last lot of blood. From this point there were many trails, and we searched every single one downhill, all the way actually to the next valley. The problem is though, the deer had actually come back up the hill and then dropped down into the valley behind our shot location. The next morning we decided to head out and try to chase some Arapara rams. We got onto a mob pretty quickly, however they winded us and took off down the valley. So all we could do was follow them down and hope we'd spot them again. These sheep are extremely fun to bow hunt. They offer a lot of challenge as there's lots of sets of eyes and they're constantly on the move, so it's hard to get a good shot. But with the right mix of luck and patience, you'll get your opportunity. Now we are both pretty sure of the shot, but the problem with these rams is the wool is so thick it soaks all the blood up. But after a short little distance, we find him. Beauty, check this out. That was insane. It actually turns out to be a really good shot. It's just that the problem with all this wool is it soaks all the blood up and you just can't track it anywhere. But I mean, I shot it just over there as the crow flies, probably 50 meters around, but it kind of did a U, so it's a little bit a U. What a sheep joke. But anyway, but yeah, anyway, happy times this morning. Awesome. The last few days, one of the guides, Corey, had spotted the stag that came out on a ridgeline. Same time every night. The previous night, we'd actually tried to get him with the bow, but we came up empty-handed. Like clockwork, he was there again, in the same spot getting some afternoon sun. I had never used a 300 Win Mag before, so I was pretty excited for the opportunity. Look at that rack on him. What an absolutely stunning stag. All we need now is for him to stand up. And after about 40 minutes of waiting, he stood up and it was go time.
Reload.
Huh?
Reload. See where he is?
Nope. He went over the back.
No, he came back down. He's in that bottom tree.
In the where?
There he is.
Yep, I see him, I see him. Can't see him again. Yeah, it's okay. That one. Pardon? He just rumbled out. He's just gone straight down the hill.
That was crazy. We could see his antlers coming over the... I actually think he was sitting down on the ridge. Just to wait. And then us, actually, because we decided to change firing position, moved down the hill a little bit and... he was kind of looking our way, and I think that's what made him stand up. It was beautifully sideways at 300 meters. And then he kind of come down the hill a little bit, and I just put one more in him as well. But let's see. Glenora Hunting Adventures. And Tim's going to get the vehicle now, so we're going to go down and have a look for him.
Wow, what an absolutely amazing stag. This thing is Yeah, very, very impressive. First shot was 300 meters. We'll have to see if it hit it. Actually, the second one definitely, yeah, was a good shot, and it just tumbled down the hill behind us here, as you saw, and got stuck in the trees. First time firing a 300 Win Mag. What a beautiful rifle. That was really nice. Glenora Hunting Adventures. If you guys want an amazing New Zealand hunting experience, this is the place for you. It's just a wild block full of free-ranging animals, and it's beautiful. It really is. It's what a fantastic way to finish the trip. I'm usually not really lost for words, but at the moment I'm just in awe at this absolute beautiful stag, and thanks to the animal as well. Make sure you get in touch with Tim and Frex. They will have, they'll give you the best possible hunting experience you could ever have. I wouldn't go anywhere else in New Zealand. Look at the quality of animals. It's just second to none. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Matt. See you next time.
Hey Tim, mate, sorry to ring you so late. Listen, we just watched the video footage back, and Dad pointed out actually that it looks like we might have shot 2 deer. You remember how I said that it went over the top of the hill?
He went over the back.
No, he came back down.
Well, it actually did. So you might need to go back in the morning and have a look, because I think there's going to be another deer there. Sorry, mate. So did any of you pick this up to start with? Let's have a look at the shot again. And pause. This guy here is the one that caused all the issues. He headed off down the hill, and the timing made Tim think it was the same deer. At this time of the year, it's not very likely that 2 big majestic monarchs are together. And sure enough, they went back the next morning, and there he was, piled up about 10 meters over that ridgeline. And this is why this episode is called 2 Lucky Fails. Lucky to recover my archery deer after a horrible shot, and super lucky to shoot 2 beautiful stags with a 300 Win Mag. Next week, TJ sets a record in PA.